This free LUT has everything you're going to need. What's up, folks? My name is Cody Eisenbice with Eisen Productions, and I'm a sports videographer and photographer based in and around North Dakota. And today I'm going to be giving you guys a sports LUT that I use on all of my content. Since this is a tutorial and I want you guys to be able to follow along with me, I'm going to be providing all of the clips that I used and the LUT down in the description for you guys to download and practice along with me. And then you guys can take this LUT over to your own content and produce some great things. And I would love to see them. And if you use my LUT, make sure you tag me and I will see them. And I'm super excited. Let's get started. First, I'm going to show you guys my node. It's not really a tree, it's more like a brick. We've got 8 total nodes on this. One of the first nodes I do is I take it from Sony Gamma 3 Cine and Sony S-Log 3 to DaVinci Wide Gamut and DaVinci Intermediate. Basically, that opens up the area that I can work with. And then with the third to last node, I put another color space transform and I move it from DaVinci Wide Gamut and DaVinci Intermediate to Rec 709 and Rec 709A. Now Rec 709A is a little different than Gamma 2.4. A lot of people put it on Gamma 2.4, but I've been putting it on Rec 709A. So then I go into the very first node and then I bump the shadows up and then I lower the lights about the same distance, 13 up, 12 down. And then on the third node, I add gamma to basically increase the brightness of my image. And then on the fourth node, I go back into HDR and I lower the shadows a little bit just to make it pop a little bit more and not have it so bright. And then in the fifth node, we do a little bit of an S curve. You don't want to be you don't want to make this super big, because if you do that, it's going to really crush those shadows, and that's not what you want to do. So then with this node, this is where you're going to put the LUT. And basically it's going to be right after the color space transform, and you're gonna notice a difference. It's gonna be a big difference, and it kind of interacts with clips differently, whether it's too green or too purple. But with this one for NDSU, it really kind of brings it in a little bit more green, which is fine for the most part. But with the skin, you wanna get those natural skin colors back. So then basically on the last node, you're gonna want to bring in that purple. As well, in the color warper, you're going to want to crush those blues and that teal and bring it in a little bit. We're just going to help really kind of take away those colors from the background or the foreground or whatever it is to kind of really pop those yellows. NDSU was wearing yellows this game, which really pops for this. Now that you guys have a basic understanding of how to use the LUT and where to put it, we're gonna head to another clip, another example, and kind of work through it again. Okay, so for our second clip, we have a outside clip now. I wanted to add a little bit of variety. So basically I brought everything over from my previous edit, except the last node. I left that clear, basically to kind of walk through that process. So this is what it looks like at Rec 709, and then this is what it looks like with the LUT on it. So as you can see, it really brings in the greens. So for the first step, we're gonna add purple in on this last node, and then we're gonna go over to the color warper hue saturation page, and we're actually going to bring in the blues, and so they're not as saturated. The only reason I'm doing that is because I don't really care about the sky so much on this. And then I'm going to bring that teal actually down, because their jacket kind of looks more almost teal than it is green. But to help saturate that to look more green, I'm going to add that in there. And so this is what it looks like already. I'm going to add a little bit of more purple in there to kind of help with those skin tones. So now it looks a little too bright on the skin tones though. So I'm actually going to go to the HDR back on the very first node, and I'm going to drag down the light just a little bit, and that's going to help really soften that up. So this is before and after. This LUT is so easy to use, and anybody can use it. It doesn't require a plugin. It doesn't require to pay anything, right? This is free, and on there, if you guys feel led to give a little bit, you guys surely can, but I'm not forcing you guys to give anything. With that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. This is one of my first ever videos that I've done talking in front of a camera, so it's a little different. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know in the comments if you guys want more like these, and let me know if you guys have any questions. I'll be happy to walk through the process with you guys and help you guys understand and learn color correction. And that's it. Love y'all. Peace.